flee. Me have to take away myself. Me have to take away myself. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out of sight. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Surely I clean where I is. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play. But soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel high like a thief in the night. May I feel get out of sight. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will. Show the eye a clean pair of heels. I said, yeah. Been there, done that, don't need it again, yeah. I'm not a masochist who won't play your game, yeah. To all you move, you off me way to the core. Sayonara, the hot girl gone through the door. Take away ourselves. Ah, Say no goodbye, girl, let me take me ourselves. Take me ourselves. No goodbye, girl, let me take me ourselves.
Greetings, kings and queens. Welcome to another Real Stuff podcast. And this is just truly Franco, along with Flavius, linking up with Flavius now in Jamaica. Want to let you know that today is Thursday. Another day. Whole lot of going on in the world today.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, that's one of my favorite instrumental from the man himself, Pablo Black. Morning, Flavius. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
Glad to know.
Yeah, man.
Got so many things going on.
Oh yeah. That is so true.
Things going on.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening in your neck of the woods this morning?
Well, the sun is peeping out. Yesterday we heard some thunder, and we, expected a lot of rain, but it never came in my area. But we're still hoping to get some.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say good morning, listeners. Good morning all over the globe. Good morning, especially Port Anthony, Charlestown, Enfield, and Ottawa Bay, Bridgetown, Barbados, Grenada, St. Lucia, all the islands of the Caribbean. Remember, we are one people.
One Caribbean.
One Caribbean, yeah. Every day it proves more and more,
Mm-hmm.
So we have to stick together,
True.
Yeah, we have to stick together.
As we just say, one love.
One love, that's it.
What's in your cup this morning?
cupping this morning some ginger.
Aye.
Jamaican ginger.
My kettle is on.
Okay.
Getting ready for start, make some noise.
Yeah, you haven't decided yet.
No, I already decided, it's just that.
Okay. Okay.
Decided to do it like when the show is going on so that I can have it more hot.
Yeah.
And clear up the throat a little better. If you hear my voice on a little bit rough.
You need some sleep,
I forgot to put some honey in it and keep your voice mellow,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? We're going to play some tune because the summer is already here. And from my internet radio to the podcast, 90 days of summer, that's what we call it.
Okay.
And so today, as always, I keep it keep it real. I tell them that most of the music is female artists.
Okay, yeah.
Just have to pay respect to them. So, but today, as I did yesterday, started out with the female. I'm going to start out with another female artist again. And then we can just rev it up some more,
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Sure.
Walking on sand and holding your hand, feel like a tourist in my own homeland, in my own homeland, enjoying the bright, the warm sunlight. Oh my God, what a beautiful sight in my own homeland. This place is so nice, wanna do everything twice. Yes, I feel as if I'm in a paradise. No matter the season, you've got every reason. This place is another little heaven. East or west, I couldn't care less. Ooh, this place, it is definitely blessed. My own homeland. North or south, feel free to wander about. You can jump, dance, or sing and shout in my own homeland. Give yourself a treat, a few days or a week, and you will see just what I mean. Just take my advice, everyone is nice. You feel like royalty, my friend. pulsating, vibrating, reggae, reggae, reggae. Every sky rock, a steady mental, a quadrillion, a kumina, kumina, kumina. You can fill your belly with a coconut jelly, mango, papa, cane and guinea. There's a key in a saltfish and a roast yam and banana. Curried goat and a managed water. The Sunday special if you like a revival. Catholic, Baptist or Pentecostal. The house of Jah is there, have no fear. Walk right ahead and get your share. I'm walking on sand. I'm holding your hand. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. In my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. A homeland, my own homeland. Feel like a tourist in my own homeland. My own homeland.
This is your very own sports, music, and lifestyle podcast with Flavius and Franco. Welcome. Hi, this is Pam Hall, and I'm inviting you to hang out with Flavius and Franco on the Real Stuff podcast. They're such great company.
There you go, there you go. The music of Miss Pam Hall.
Oh, yes, oh, yes.
Okay. So, what do you have for us this morning, and did you know?
Well, we have some not so good news, but we're going to give it anyway.
All right. Tell you what, go on, give them your did you know, let me go fix
Yes,
up
please.
my tea, because my kettle is ready.
Okay. Okay, listeners, good morning, good morning. Are we speaking about transportation in the Caribbean? In fact, yesterday somebody sent me something on that subject. Give me a moment, let me just find what the article says. Leaders to review airline taxes and licensing issue. This is coming from, again, the CARICOM leaders, because traveling in the Caribbean is very expensive. And part of that expense is because the government have put some heavy taxes on air travel. When you purchase a ticket, a lot of the money that you are paying does not go to the airline, it goes to the governments. Your landing tax and your departure tax and all these things. But there are some taxes that build into the ticket price that push it way, way above what we figure it should be. Island Air Transport, LAT, has been around for a very, very long time and has served the Caribbean well. But it's always in problems, financial problems. And because of the COVID and the shutdown and no travel, I think there's serious argument now of shutting it down, closing it, and, get some alternative to the travel. But that also we'll have to wait and see what the leaders come up with. But I can still tell you a little about LAT. Leeward Island Air Transport Service was founded by the late Kittian, now Sir Frank Delhiles, in Montserrat on 28th October 1956. That's a long time that it's been there. And began flying with a single Piper Apache operating between Antigua and Montserrat. With the acquisition in 1957 of 75% of the airline by the larger, better-known BIA Biwi, Leat was able to expand to other islands, Caribbean destination, and to obtain new aircraft types, such as the Beechcraft Bonanza and the Avalon Heron. The Hawker Siddeley HS-748S came in 1965. In 1968, Leat was operating some flights via an agreement with Eastern Airlines to provide passenger feed at this US-based air carrier's hub location in San Juan, Puerto Rico, and was flying Eastern Partners service between San Juan and Antigua, St. Kitts, and St. Martin. Leat was not always an all-propeller aircraft airline. After Courtline obtained 75% of the airline in 1971, Leat entered the jet age using Stretch British Aircraft Corporation BAC 17 series 500 twin jets for their longer Caribbean routes. Smaller Britten Norman Islander Stoll, short takeoff and landing, twin prop airline was used during this time as well. Leat operated the stretch version of the British manufactured BAC 111, being the Series 500 model, which was comparable to McDonnell Douglas DC 930, being flown during the late 60s and early 70s by the competing airline, Puerto Rico-based Caribbean, Puerto Rico. The BAC 111 jets were supplied to Leat by the UK-based Courtline. Courtline went bankrupt in August of 74, and the BAC 111 were removed from Leat fleet. In order to keep the airline flying, the governments of 11 Caribbean nations stepped in and acquired the airline. The jets were replaced with a series of smaller types, such as the Avalon Canada DHC-6 Twin Otter Stoll, short takeoff and landing turboprop. In the 1980s were a decade of growth for the airline. By 86, many daily flights were operating to Luis Munoz Martin International Airport in San Juan, Puerto Rico, as well as the other regions that the airline had never flown to, featuring the Twin Otter. In November 1995, Leat partially privatized to save it from bankruptcy once again. Leat also began operating the larger 50-seater, the Avalon Canada DAC 830-8 turboprop. In June 2013, Leat received its first ATR 72 Series 600 aircraft. The airline completed its transition from the Dash 8 fleet to an all ATR fleet in 2015. In January 2007, the airline announced an intended merger with Caribbean Star Airlines, and they entered into a commercial alliance involving the flying of a combined schedule. All flights were marked as late, although the airlines continue to operate separately using their own air operators' certificates until after completion of the merger. The merged airline was planned to use the Leat brand and a merged fleet, which is standardized on the Bombardier Dash 8 Q300. However, in June 2007, the shareholder governments of Barbados, Antigua, and St. Vincent gave the go-ahead to the board of directors to buy out the assets of Caribbean Star instead. Okay, so there's a little rundown of along the years for Leat. You know, the airline is still owned by a number of Caribbean governments, with the three major shareholders, Barbados, Antigua, Barbuda, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines, along with Dominica. Other Caribbean governments, private shareholders, and employees. It has 667 employees at December 2018. The governments of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, which is also the sole shareholder of another regional carrier, Caribbean Airlines, the national airline of Trinidad and Tobago, was also offered the option to be another shareholder in Leat, but the government of Prime Minister Patrick Manning rejected the offer. So at this time, they are contemplating what will happen to Caribbean travel in the future. Future mean today, tomorrow, as we speak. And what is the best thing to do? Closing down Leat, but who will be moving the people? So all these things are being discussed now. And in short order, we should get some news out of Antigua, Barbados, to see exactly what they have decided. Because one thing is for sure, we have to have transport in the Caribbean, whether it be Leat or somebody else. But we also need a permanent, for want of a better word, solution. And the other thing about the leaders revisiting the whole taxes situation, I think that is very promising. Because I think everybody by now realize that the cost of air travel in the Caribbean is much too high. It is keeping families apart. It is keeping Caribbean people. I mean, it might be good for COVID now, but what happens after COVID when we want to get back and mix and mingle? The cost of the airlines, the travel, and the cost of telecommunications in general, in particular phone calls and internet and all that, is much too high in the Caribbean. Somebody has to give a serious look on what is happening. Because here in Jamaica, I know it is much easier and cheaper, much, much cheaper for me to call China than to call Barbados.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so ridiculous, because if you're calling Barbados or Trinidad, you're calling on the same network. You have two networks for operating in the Caribbean. Now you have the Flow network and you have the digital network.
Mm-hmm.
And even when you're calling from a digital phone to another digital phone in other parts of the Caribbean, it is 3, 4, 5 times or more the cost of calling China or India.
Mm.
How can that make sense? And it is also much cheaper for me to fly to the United States than to fly to Antigua.
Mm-hmm.
All
Things need to
these
change. Enough changes need to happen.
Yeah, man, these things are ridiculous. And since we are in the time of change, since COVID has pushed us, as I say, we need to change. So let's change for the better.
Yep.
In fact, after Ivan, the storm Ivan, everybody, especially in Eastern Caribbean, remember Ivan, even in Jamaica, I went down to Grenada. And Grenada was rebuilding their tourism stock. And what I was told point blank is that they are rebuilding, but they are just not rebuilding or refixing what was destroyed. They are rebuilding with greater capacity. So anything that we do now in the Caribbean, in this rebuilding stage, we must rebuild with greater benefits for the Caribbean people. So we can move around more. You know, we have single market and economy, and you can go to a different country and you can live and you can work and all that. But sometimes just the airfare to get there,
it's expensive.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, man, expensive.
Very, very expensive. And like I said, most of the expense is in the taxes.
The Caribbean should have come in like Europe in terms of moving around, you know?
Yeah.
Easy access. I mean,
But
I know we're not close like you know, roads are in Europe and in the US. But in terms of air flight and what you call it? What one was David was talking about? The ferry and thing going across the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So you can drive your own vehicle if you want. And then come off. Something
the
like
Caribbean,
that.
apart from the West, which is Jamaica, Cayman, whatever, we are out this side, so it takes you a little longer to get here. It don't take you more than 3-4 hours anyway. But the Eastern Caribbean, these flights are like half an hour, 20 minutes.
And it's expensive.
But the price tag is much too big. Much too big.
We have to have a United CARICOM, you know, United.
But we have no, but they just need to work. They just need to come and decide and say, okay, let's do this. Call in the airlines and you call in the telecoms and you say, we're going to make a start. In fact, when Flow became Cable and Wireless, they were on the part.
Hold on. Let me interrupt you. Flow became Cable and Wireless. You mean Flow took over Cable and Wireless?
No, Cable and Wireless bought Flow.
Okay. Because I know Cable and Wireless was ahead.
Yeah, Cable and Wireless bought Flow. But they used the Flow name as a brand because Flow brand had a much better reputation than Cable and Wireless.
RP.
Yeah, people were really wanted to get to the Cable and Wireless because they were very poor. You know, so it is important that they call in all these people and they say to them, say, we're making a new beginning now. Yeah, I was saying that when Flow was just Flow alone, they were well on the way to have unmeters called around the Caribbean. So if you have your phone, like say your house phone and you're in Barbados, you could call Jamaica at no extra charge. They were well on the way to get that done. And I remember they had started with Trinidad and Barbados and they were moving up. They were adding Grenada, you know. But when Cable West bought them out, all that went down the window. The Caribbean is one people, one place, one people, and it's proven every day. So we need to get rid of all the hindrances that we have. You know, the the things that are holding us back. And I can tell you, telecommunications and travel, which is still communication, is, there's a third one. The third one is the banks. We're having serious problem with the banks. Because if you have a bank account in Jamaica and you go to Barbados, you should be able to go in the bank, present your credentials, and it's like you're in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
That don't exist even for the same name banks, like like the international banks or whatever. It's like you're a new brand.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 3 areas we need to touch. And I think as of yesterday, the CARICOM have a new chairman. Dr. Ralph Gonzalez has taken over from.
I thought it was July 1st. He was went in office.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but I think something is going on now.
July 1st. He went in office July 1st.
Yeah.
So must have moved in yesterday officially.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to come together and in these 3 areas where we look and say these 3 areas is really holding us back. If we're going to move as one people, then we have to move that way. We have to move that way. And in our wisdom, some years ago, slowly Jamaica created a product, Caribbean Cluster Vacation, where the idea is if you book a vacation to the Caribbean, you should be able to access more than one island destination. You could do 2 or 3 or 4, depending on how long you're staying. Because it basically just take you a couple hours to move from one place to the next. And the most of that time is at the airport, because the flight time is about 20 minutes. And probably 3 hours or so if you're coming down to Jamaica or Cayman or whatever. These things are the things that we have to look at so we can get more commerce going in the Caribbean among our Caribbean people. We can't be waiting on outsiders to be tourists. We are also tourists. We just need to move from place to place. But the powers that be is making it very difficult. I mean, we have the universities, students need to move up and down and all these things. People need to be talking on the phone and all that, all these students from different countries. And the telecoms is giving us a hard time. The airlines are giving us a hard time, or the governments, through the governments are giving us a hard time. And the banks, oh boy, don't ask. The banks, it's everywhere you go, it's like you're a new person.
Mm-hmm.
Even at the same bank. I think we need to look into that seriously.
All right. We hear you.
Yes, sir.
So in case you never know, now you know. I see a gentleman coming off of the flight. That seems to be you.
Yeah.
Well,
I have flown late for many years.
Well, my people.
Very reliable.
Yeah, the Caribbean, one people,
But Franco, let me just say this before I go. Amazingly, the Caribbean Airlines, including Air Jamaica, BAA, Liat, and now Caribbean Airlines, we have the best airline record in the world, bar none.
And why is it then they're trying to eliminate them one by one?
I don't know, it's all about money, because our standards, our security standards has stood up and proven over the years. I mean, this is no joke talking. We have the best record in the world. That means we are doing well. So the people on the other side, the financial part of it, must get their act together.
Greed, greed, greed.
Oh yes.
Money is a rich man's world.
Yeah, man. Get their act together. And so if your act is together, then you can have more flights. So you can get more money.
Yeah. That's
It's the whole thing. Yeah, you see, the whole thing about distribution and stuff, is not the profit margin, A lot of people miss that. It's the turnover. How many times can you sell this one product?
Obviously, they don't want that. Obviously, they don't want us to be moving from one place to another. They don't want us to be communicating. So all of these things that they know are essential needs to us, they seems to be so limited,
So why did they put together this common market and economy? It's a whole farce.
A face scared, it seems like. For make it look like something is happening. So,
Right. If we're not allowed to move, mix and mingle and,
They don't want to see us unite, All they want to see us is to be fussing and fighting and killing one another. It's exactly
what they are. I mean, we have to take our lives in our own hands.
They know themselves.
Oh.
So in case you never know, my people, now you know. For the past few days, I've been trying to go into the festival song videos. And I started out with 2, and it, maybe fate had a big part in it, why the rest never materialized. And I've been playing around all of these, but it seems like I always get cut off with conversation or time. So this morning, I'm going to, play another video. It's not by force, but I think this is, it's due this morning. So let's go into this video this morning.
Hey, I want me born on me birdland. I run me gun on a dirt man, a really hard man. People are research the best place on earth, so make me introduce you to for me island. If there's a heaven on earth, it gotta be the place of my birth. Masterpiece of the creator's work, Mother Nature live in concert. Perfection in the creation, breeze and sunshine all day long. Healing places for every situation, from your power you have to stay long. Paradise, Jamaica paradise. Me have to jump and rejoice. The way the river water nice, yeah. Nowhere else you not get breeze like this. A pressure stem up on the Caribbean seas. Paradise, Jamaica paradise. Jamaica paradise. Jamaica paradise, yeah. We have the purest springs and the purest fountains. Now ask you go hike Blue Mountain. Your blessings are flow upon we 14 parishes and counting. The jelly water, sugar cane. Ask you to kuno our piece of pudding. Reggae it till you feel no pain. So book your next flight for the next plane to paradise. Jamaica paradise. Me have to jump and rejoice. The way the river water nice, yeah. Nowhere else you not get breeze like this. A pressure stem up on the Caribbean seas. Paradise, Jamaica paradise. Jamaica paradise. Jamaica paradise, yeah. Paradise, yeah. Oh, what a place nice. Anyway you circle from the city to the coast, natural vibration from the pillar to the post. I can't salvage bread, fruit, fry or roast. With the white rum, and we toast down a paradise. Leader we no follower. Them say we little but we taller. Put the black, gold, green on the camera. If I not heaven, this tell me our paradise. Jamaica paradise. Me have to jump and rejoice. The way the river water nice, yeah. Nowhere else you no get breeze like this. A precious gem upon the Caribbean seas. Paradise, Jamaica paradise, Jamaica paradise, Jamaica paradise, yeah. Jamaica, yeah, oh, yeah, Jamaica.
Flavius.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you now. That one you don't eat you. Say you want something?
No, that's probably the worst. That.
Right, either. Hey, all right, hold on. We're going to stick a pin. Which festival song you say you did like?
Lots of them.
No. You name one way back when. Which one do you say you did like? And you said it never win. And you said it never win.
Move Up Jamaica.
And Move Up Jamaica, Move Up Jamaica is not what you are appealing for these songs to be either. Yeah.
No, but it's better than these.
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, man.
No. I wouldn't say that. Because the man explained the whole context, the whole, island, from the Dukuno and all them things there.
No, that is good, Franco. That is good, but the beat wrong, man, and the voice wrong. It's flat.
I'd say it flat.
Music you have, Yeah, man, it's flat, man. I'm not a musician, but it's flat on the face.
But the one where you say Move Up Jamaica, it never exciting either. Remember?
Yeah, it's a little better tempo.
Hey, Derek Morgan Forward March is even better than that.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. So we won't even go into that. We won't go into that one. But this is one of the 10 festival songs. So far, I've played 3 of them. This one make 3 now. So we have another 7 more to go. And I know you're going to turn over more. You think this to make you feel no better. So trust me. You're going to have to accept that whether you like it or not. Getting ready for link up with Dan.
Yeah. Paradise, yeah. Oh, what a place nice. Anyway, you circle from the city to the coast. Natural vibration from the pillar to the post. I can't salvage bread, fruit, fry, or roast. With the white rum, and we toast on a paradise. Leader, we no follower. Them say we little, but we tolerate. Put the black, gold, green on the camera. If I not heaven, this tell me our paradise. Jamaica paradise. Me have to jump and rejoice. The way the river water nice, yeah. Nowhere else you no get breeze like this. A precious gem upon the Caribbean seas. Paradise, Jamaica paradise, Jamaica paradise, Jamaica paradise, yeah. Jamaica, yeah, oh, yeah, Jamaica paradise, yeah.
Hey Donna, I'm going to start it from the beginning. I want you to hear a lick light, okay? I'm going to start it from the beginning. So you hear a lick a bit light.
It win it?
No, it no win. It a vie for be one of the winners. It a vie for be one of the winners. Listen to lick light.
Hey, I want to find out my birdland. I run me gun and a dirt man, a really hard man. People are research the best place on earth, so make me introduce you to for me island. If there's a heaven on earth, it gotta be the place of my birth. Masterpiece of the creator's work, Mother Nature live in concert. Perfection in the creation, breeze and sunshine all day long. Healing places for every situation. From your power, you have to stay long. Paradise, Jamaica paradise. Me have to jump and rejoice.
All right, Dan. That's just a piece.
The words, they're not bad enough, but the beat, the words, some of the words not bad, but my feet of this festival song, it not give no rhythm to dance. Something.
Hey, listen to me. Over the years, they haven't been. Over the years, they haven't been. Hey, this another one of me like, you know, the one of me like is a female artist, one of the females.
It's for more upbeat. It's from a festival song. It's for more upbeat.
You never have no case, man.
The
never had a contest with it.
Yes, the words, good. Them have some nice, but how you deal with the words and how the beat, the beat kind of a it needs some jumping thing. A festival jump. The words good enough. But now I tell you, like, we must say, come back and do with the
you
words.
You think when you hear the thing, yes, don't wait till you hear the other self. No? Don't wait till you hear the other self, because there's a few there where me say should never be night. But so
Franco, it's a festival song. Festival, you know, say when it's a play and them have the gun gala, you're supposed to.
But over the years, there have been festival songs that win, you know, and it never have nothing like that one you talk about. And me can't name 10 of them right now.
That don't make it right. That don't make it right. Me never like them either.
Regardless, that's what I'm telling you guys. They are not making them the way you think we don't want them. No jollification. When was the last time one of them win? We say we appeal to you that you can say yes. Are just the words all one the people that might go by. There's no festivity in the song no more.
No festivity, my brother. I love when them not have the nice festivity in there.
Hey,
I love it.
That is why I asked the question Monday morning, you know. Why is it they never have Rai and Eric Donaldson night if they put Tootsie night?
All right. Them man
if
put
they
in
put back Tootsie night,
yeah.
why they never put in Eric Donaldson and Rai?
That's not Rai, yeah. Because Rai and them have the weight name, yeah.
Yeah.
Them have the right voice, them have the right attitude.
Everything them have.
Well, that's on a festival song, whether I want to like it or not. Any one of them, we don't have to just love it up. So, Dan, what's going on, man? What's happening?
You know, the big bus, drugs bus that make over here last week, man, for Friday.
Yes, you that tell me about it. I see a little piece of it.
My brother.
And them have one in the US, one in the US too, with two members of the constabulary force.
Yeah, but you know, so much people them pick up from last week to this week.
Well, Jamaica. Yeah, but about seven of them pick up one.
But
one of them weird.
My brother, 54 million pounds cash me there look on. Suppose it's stack of money. Suppose it's the money. Yo, a 77 gun the man them find, you know? 77 gun, 2 ton of drugs. You understand that?
Yeah, true thing, man. I see it.
57 million pounds in a one place.
Yeah, man.
Yo, see how we are look on it. See me I look on. See me I look on it right now.
Wait, is a video you're looking at? Those pictures?
No, them night paper. Suppose it's the money.
Oh. We said the money stack up like pallets.
Okay, wait, I'm so much pallet. Wait. I'm so much. How stop on the pallet? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So you should have sent me some of them pictures of them man earlier, man.
My brother, suppose to say pound and euro. Say, yo, a 54 million cash, you know. Me I look pan
So
right
hold
hand.
on. This guy who them.
Them all are youth, see me, and them come from. All right, let me tell you the place them. The place them where them come from. Me I can't live there.
Mm-hmm.
Me see, me more.
Yeah, you mean in London there?
Yeah, no man. Them have some place where me I can walk past. You know, do them luxury, you know. All right, yeah, them have now 54 million proceeds as well as 55 high value cars, 73 luxury watches. The raid launch at the beginning of April, and them involve every force. You hear it? Every force in the country. you understand? And not 2 and 3 now. Them all go to the Dutch, you know. Let me say me find a place.
So
but
hold on.
one
What
of them.
name they involved now then? Scotland Yard.
No, every force in the country, you know. Every single force in the country, so every police force in the whole country involved in the raid. Because see if I find a place. All right, them find 4 grenade and 77 guns,
Go war, man.
including them going to find 1 AK-47 assault rifle, submachine gun, and 1,800 round ammunition.
Man, them a declare a war, man.
Yeah, you understand? So them stop. Them stop 200 potential murder plot plus gang threat to kidnap, torture, rival, season. Yeah, there's so much thing the man them find. But brother, why? So where them come from, yeah? As a place named Buckinghamshire. Yeah. Them place are some push place.
From here, the name man, Buckinghamshire.
Yeah, man, that's push place, man.
Like
place
madly tough for the Buckingham Palace.
Me can't look on them place, man. If I walk past them house and close my eye.
So it's weird. There's one man them take all of that from a multi.
No, man, I won't pump.
Oh, okay.
Them man they working a clique, you know, so them would end up going on a Spain, Alan. So it's a syndicate, you know.
Yeah.
So when the man they do them thing, and so one them do it in a whole of Europe, and them boy they are mostly Albanian, cause them boy they the drugs syndicate where for them organization good.
Hey, them should just drive around the city and just throw away money, so.
No.
Just drive around the city and throw away money. You have so much money and you not give it to a joke, man.
No, the man them rob one place one time. And I be was a brings. My brother, the man them find bring someone country yard. So the man them the police and want me back. You see pound. You me my friend now. Father, we couldn't drive past us and the back the open. And we see it. I mean it's tack, you know. The man them take out about 20 million and the amount of money where them left, them couldn't carry as much money them carry. So them left.
Them left the rest.
Come on.
It's a lot of money, man. So the money are going with another football, all the betting and all them things. The bookmakers are work a fair.
Yeah, man still betting about the only thing I don't like the betting right now is you don't know where I am. Because the thing when enough man now look at now, it's VAR thing a mash up cramp up enough man betting, you know.
Oh? The
VAR, it a cramp up some man betting, you know.
Yeah.
Enough people look on it one way, you know, and so the VAR, you can buy some team, you know, and the VAR disallow a goal, you know, and you know where you do. You lose money to the update on that can them a plan for ban it, you know. Enough people are look against it now, you know. Especially the goal we score a West Ham match. If one of the West Ham match at the Tottenham game, the whole heap of people now are look out because them have some update on it from yesterday to today. So if you get a update, they will really go on with them. Yeah, whole heap of people are look against it now. So we scrap the VAR.
But they tell you a long time, you know, so the worst thing ever coming in football.
Me and my friend catch up over it. Me never really.
Football is not like it's not like lawn tennis.
Yeah.
A ball going lick on the line, and the umpire
and you judge this and you judge that. Yeah, man.
I remember before them force out Sepp Blatter. And they had a dispute with him over the same VAR, and he said to them, he's up for goal mode technology because you must see time and time again ball cross over the line, but the linesman don't see.
Yeah, the technology good.
So when that came in, I applaud him for that too. But with this VAR, got judge a man get licked from down there, so and the next player score the goal. They must decide if it was an obstruction before. Body contact, that's football. If football is like American football or rugby. You understand me? A man can bite and look pan when him the Suarez a bite and all them thing. If the player never react, you don't know him get bite.
But Franco, you don't see the goal mode technology still don't work.
Why? Why you say it don't work?
You know, see the match the other day where it couldn't detect the goal.
The referee watch now work. It need battery. Simple as that. Because that might be one, but there's thousands of goals will go over the line, and if it wasn't for that, teams it'll lose.
I agree.
You understand me, sir? I mean, yes, but those are things that we know said that definitely work. The VAR not working. The VAR not working. They put in the VAR because I see FIFA govern the football. FIFA want the football to be a technological game, and it's not. You understand me?
You know, see and play it.
Yeah, a physical game if you play it on field. So
if it's a technological game, you see and play it.
So I mean, pretty soon we're gonna start though. Watch it on PlayStation. Somebody play, you know, Liverpool I play with them players I do PlayStation. Every man I control himself. Nah, so you need to take it out. It should have never come in from 2015 when them implemented.
When it just come on, I say to my friend, I said, no, Dan, I said, listen, when I feel say something like that, football is a game where, why, you debate on it.
It's a physical contact sport. Yeah, it's a physical contact sport.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. No, sir.
You're not supposed to say, oh, we see the player. Make it be the I rather the mistake make by the officials.
Yeah, I will discuss about it. Yeah.
Because if them things a VAR can steal, VAR can rob a game, they make a sad mistake.
Football is a suspense game. That did happen, but you debut a suspense. Leave it as it is. Leave it. That's the fun of football. Leave it. Make it say, why that did not mean no say never. Leave it. Make that be the focus of football same way. The suspense.
They might destroy the sports with it.
They might destroy the sports. Man, football cannot be correct. And you come like really, no, sir. Joking.
Hey, you know what? I'll come back down to Flavius.
Yeah.
The World Cup, England, Germany, the big dispute goal.
1966.
All right, listen now. 2010, England, Germany. Lampard dispute goal. You remember?
Same thing. Yeah, let's make a dispute. Leave, make a dispute. We want a dispute.
The only thing what they needed at the time was the goal mode technology.
Not no more. So that is the only thing for coming out football.
If they had it that time, Lampard would have get him goal. Never.
And they would clarify the offside. Start clarify the offside more.
Yeah.
Stop play up with the offside.
Yeah, that's another thing. The offside.
Yeah, just clarify.
A player come out of the offside trap. And by the time him reach again now for go for the ball, the linesman flag already up there. For what? Because it was there before and then him come back over.
You understand? So what you do? You pull it up from him is there.
Exactly.
Don't make it go into the second phase. Because, you know, the team you can understand, them have the two phases. The first phase, yes, that gone. Why you go back to the first phase?
Going at the trap. Boom.
Ready finish.
You understand me? From him in the offside position.
Pull it up. Yes, them not interfere with play, but from them come out and go back, you might interfere, and then you stop it up.
And that's why. And that's one of the reasons why they want to use VAR, because they figure say, oh, the linesman never see it. Him see it the first time if you outline the rules to them
clearly.
So once you say boom.
As the England does the England way name does text me and say was successful with the England job. Yeah, them does text me.
Yeah. You apply for a job. You apply for a job.
Yeah, the England job, yeah. The woman one. That's come tell me. Yeah.
So what
But me
next time you have to use your name as David Beckham.
Maybe that, yeah. That's what I'm saying, I lie.
Yeah, that's I'm David Beckham, you know. Mm-hmm. So what going on the league now? What's up with the league? It restarting after. I mean, when I say restart, let me correct myself. The beginning of the new season, 2020.
No, they're not giving update on the new season.
Okay.
We know what them are plan to do. Them want maybe half the stadium. They don't know it. They don't know really how to go on yet. So I just
the division of a
them do a trial and error. So they don't know really how to go on. But if the plan is, they more try to them can let in a stadium. That's the main thing. They more try to that car. Not been so me, you know. Still count that down to the money, you know.
Yeah.
That been over there, say. Still count down to the money.
So try to get at least 5,000 fans in there now or more.
Maybe because them still have to look on the players, them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Them have to look on them wages, you know. Kind of been there talk about this is television, that rare, my brother. The fan them, you know. That is more money, kind of just ticket them a buy, you know. They look on franchise, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They look on things that them a buy, so them a look on that I go work out. Because if me even say, all right, here I go. We can get it through the TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
But all the people don't have to do, you know. Them have plus got the pub, you know, my brother. Not the more than 1,000 can hold the pub, you know.
Okay.
And if everybody I go got the pub, me didn't have to buy Sky, you know. Because I got the pub. You know when you got the pub, you don't have to buy a local beer. And so don't watch the game. So, Whole Palico Avenue there. And the only thing Muslim can do is, and it's still not going to work out, I bet them let them go in. Because if you got the games and then put out the big screen, them, you still have a strong beside people. So, that's something where I don't know them how to do it, my brother. No. Sorry. One thing, we're up on here.
Yeah, man, we're live already, man. We've been live.
No. Come to also this to you. Crystal Palace. With Crystal Palace, I don't know how the listener them how interpret it and you interpret it. Crystal Palace have become the first Premier League club to distance themselves from the Black Lives Matter. You hear that part there? But listen, League Chief have said they will. You know what? I'm more read again. Crystal Palace have become the first Premier League club to distance themselves from the Black Lives Matter movement. League Chief have said.
How is that?
No, that's why I say you have to try read between the line, but listen what the chief said. League Chief have said they will not ditch the BLM badge design. So I tried design the badge. You didn't know that?
No.
All right. So I thought telling all right, ditch the BME job design by Watford forward, try DNA and his partner and club shirt. So I them do that. But here now, that decision was taken after Premier bosses came under pressure over the badge following a growing backlash against the movement aim. So me can't get my head around it. BLM leaders have posted their belief in defeating the police, overthrown capitalism and imposing sanctions on Israel. So you see how far it start go now? And while the Eagles insist they back the cause, they have drawn a line between adopting the anti-discrimination message and these wider demands. So we can't really understand. I don't know if someone listening can own look at it. A statement said
Dan.
Yeah.
I used to live. In fact, if I go upstairs the house where I was in, I couldn't see inside a Crystal Palace Sellers Park Stadium.
Yes.
And is a whole heap of black people live in that area?
No, all right. You said that borough is Lambeth. So Lambeth, what I put it now, Lambeth, whole heap of black people living in the but it's changing now. Cause what happened now? You know Brixton, in Brixton now, the thing change up away in Brixton now that they are trying. So where I put it now, them cars are tush name, some politant can't that big tush name. So what is happening now? They are reclassify the area because there was a place here near Myatsfield. Those places was dominant black. What they have done now, they have destroyed and built it in such a way that look a poor black man can't really afford certain things. So it's dominant Spanish, white. I won't say black not live there. It's not as much. Where I am living at the moment, I have certain part now where it's central to where you live, where you work. If you go partying, where I live is one of the most central parts within London. The houses there are in the mall. What they have done now is if you find maybe 10 black people live on one road, you find enough. So if you use a black person and you own a house, they are now coming to put letter through your letterbox, want you to sell up. So it's dominant white at the moment. It's changing, what I mean changing, it's changing a lot. So all the area where there is lots of black, they have been redeveloped. And when them redevelop, they are putting some house within those areas where me and you cannot afford it. So that's that next problem.
So I change the area?
Yeah, them start changing here. All right. They built a school not far from where I am. And that school, you don't see those school within certain area, and that school built here. I mean, it's a top engineering school. Black kids got here, yes, but those school, and the funny thing what we keep speaking about is you have a black dominant school. The schools in this community was 99% black. And you would imagine you have black teachers lots when in those schools, black white-head teacher, white teachers. If you do find a black in there, you find enough. And I say 99% black. Now that is changing. And white is changing. Some parents not, but I say no, want to involve in certain things. I don't know if it's in your side, Franco, or it's Jamaica. I don't know at the moment. What them doing now in the primary school is what I call it now, the sexual issue now, where they are trying to tell the parents we are going to bring in the homosexual thing. I don't know if it's in the school in the US or in Jamaica them start teach. So that is part of it. Your kids can opt out. There's a paper go around, a newsletter, you can sign. But the kids in the school now can say certain things, they can do certain things regarding, yes, girls and girls is okay, that and that. So those changes now is coming in the school. I'm not saying it is right, I'm not saying it is wrong, but at that age, primary level, you start play with the kids, them brain. Parents, so what happened now, the Muslim now, there's Muslim school, they don't send their kids to the public school. They have their own school. So people maybe down the line, there's going to be a lot of segregation now. But the Muslim them already started where they teach their own kids, have their own school. So that is part of what Lambeth is at the moment now. So we start living in a society where you start see the segregation with the kids, and that is something where I don't feel should happening in this time. Everyone should be as one. The kids them should be mixing. So it's because Franco, I tell the truth, being here, you see some things you can't believe it really happening. Because the first time I go to one, I couldn't believe. I know I don't believe it. There was a big festival into a park. And being I'm a stranger in the place and the community. I was saying, well, they're big. Yeah, I love to start venture out and so. And Franco, when my friend picked me up and him said to me, I will make you see something. You cannot say anything. You cannot say anything against these people. So if you know you come with us and you're going to say something out of the way, you won't take him. I said, no, I won't be saying anything. I just want to see the place. And Franco, there's a place, there's a park. I don't want to call the park name right now. When I drive and my friend them stop and say, just look now what you say. I don't mean 1,000, 2,000. Don't mean 5. I look about 10, 15, 20,000. It's a key pride. Franco, no, I couldn't really hold myself. I was saying, but them said, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Because you can be arrested for just saying, I see them and say anything to them. I was shocked. So, we call it now, integrate in different ways. I try to educate my kids them regarding these things. But as you know, to get education at home, you go to the school, the teachers them telling you something different. Yet they are around their friends, but as I say, I try my best. So me and you know as black, we try to educate our kids and tell them certain things. But enough people don't agree with it, but that's
years ago, right?
Yeah, that's
years ago. But it's circulating now on the internet.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali was on an interview, a talk show, and the interviewer was asking him some question about integration, and he said, well, for 400 years, right, we guys have been a part of this society because you know when I say, and I say which is your people, them know, so my people been here, but when come and kill us, when rape us, when slave us, when do all kind of thing, beat us and thing. And now, in this time, that was in the 60s, he was in a member now at the Muslim, and his teaching is black people should segregate. Because if we try to be friends with them for so long, I want to know we suffer for so long, I want to be enslaving us, beating us, killing us, do all kind of things. That means we don't need we. And yet still when we want to leave, we don't want to leave. So we just say, boy, it's time for we to go now. Give us a piece of land. If we don't want to give it a piece of land, then we can go somewhere else. I make we go back to Africa. And a lot of people came out on Ali. Because at the time, the civil rights movement wanted to get rid of segregation. There are some people who feel different. When it comes to civil rights, every race have a right to do what they want to do. You understand me?
Yeah.
And even though in your country and in the US as well, different thing your constitution might say, but the United States Constitution have part to them say, every man should be equal. But there's no equality for certain race.
Yeah.
So
I wonder why.
Exactly, because there's one race figures to them superior, another one going thinks about them way superior than us. But yet still everybody thinks that the black race is the most inferior. And it cannot be. You understand me? Because civilization begins with us. And them don't want to hear that. I remember years ago, many years ago, somebody said to me there was this guy with them call Alexander the Great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when Alexander the,
yeah.
when Alexander the Great had doing him conquest and all them thing then him buck up on the archive and see the black history. Him said, no, we have to change this, we have to rewrite this. Because if my people them ever see this, them going to consider themselves to be so inferior. So there's a lot of things. Sometimes certain things we're going to want and certain things we're not going to want and certain things we're going to agree with and certain things we're not going to agree with. Right? But the fact of the matter is there's no equality in these countries, whether it be England or the US, when it comes to black people.
There's no equality nowhere.
When it comes to black, if all black man need for do, you know, when I say black man, me generalize it. When I say men, I say black man, black race. All we need for do, you know, boss, is just start show love and unite. That's all we need for do, you know. Marcus Garvey been telling us for years, united we stand, divided we are going to fall. And there's many black people who are for certain things that other black people is not for. And if we don't have one aim, one destiny, then it's not going to be possible. That's just my 2 cents to it. We have to have unity. You understand me, sir? When black man can start show love and protect other black people wherever them is, stop killing off one another. Just recently, a minister was saying the same thing. So we need to stop killing each other in our community. Because any problem where we want to tackle, it's going to be harder for us to tackle the problems. Whether it be gay rights, whether it be black rights, whether it be human rights, whether it be poverty, anything we want to tackle, it's going to be harder for us. Because them don't think, so boy, we are a dominant race. You know? So we have to look at it, boss. We have to be positive.
Arsenal fan, I'm more here on a Arsenal fan. This is what the boss said. Mikel Arteta warned Arsenal owner Stan Korea, don't you dare sell Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. You hear that?
Whatever.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare sell him. They want to sell him, you know.
For what?
I don't know, but he make sure put out and said don't dare sell him. So and Boss Arteta has now he praised and Emirates board to make sure it happened by the clear and he would not accept having to sell his best player to fund new recruits. So the rumor, we don't know if it's true. Just Arsenal fan listening. The rumor is certain players, they are thinking of selling them. The manager don't agree. But
Flavius.
The board is trying to say for us to get a new player, we have to do some selling and you know them key players. He's 31, so we don't know what's really happening to Arsenal. And this now, Parry, the English Football League chairman Rick Parry, is at the center of a bet, and we're going to be relegated. So he's in some problem because you know them cannot bet. So he's bet. So Wigan is going to get relegated. And going to your friend now, Sane. Yesterday, did you see the kit with him with Bayern Munich?
Yeah, I saw it.
So Bayern Munich. No, Bayern Munich was forced to apologize to Man City after jumping the gun and Leroy Sané transfer. So, but through the photo come out with him in a Bayern Munich kit. So we don't know how that will end
so
up.
So hold on. Him not gone over yet. Him not leave town yet.
No, him not leave now.
Remember, but the paper show like the man upon a podium with members at the board.
No, him not really leave as yet.
Oh.
So, and this are the VAR thing when I tell you now. Jose Mourinho.
I'm the clothes already.
Yes, I'm on the Bayern Munich.
So that wasn't him really? A Photoshop.
It was him, no, it was him.
Oh, but them just put out the pictures ahead of time.
Yeah, but them say where Man City saying is them shouldn't release that yet because I haven't moved as yet. The speculation, although he's going to move. This is something I'm gonna laugh about.
Hey Dan, you have a virgin in the chat room named Alfred Fisher.
Freddie.
Yeah, my eel up, eel up Dan.
Yeah. FIFA want robo-ref. You hear about that one?
Nah.
All right then. FIFA want for 2022. FIFA want robo-ref to make offside call by the 220 World Cup. Under the plan being developed by FIFA Director of Technology, funny name, the offside line will be automatically get the recite. So it's
no, you see why, mate. No, you see why Flavius Wallam, because call it for a reason when Daddy that talk about the selling I'ma be young.
Yeah, I'm funny, yeah.
Yeah, a funny name, African brethren. Anyway, the thing what I must say now with the robot thing, right? You see how far the man want to go to football, and it bring me back to the former president. Yeah,
talk about that long time.
Yeah, it bring me back to the former president of FIFA. Even though some people say, "Oh, I'm corrupt, him that rob the money." If it wasn't for Sepp Blatter, FIFA wouldn't reach where them reach. I can tell you that. You understand me? Me have the document on it, right? Him generate the TV revenue and all of them things that when Joe, what him call himself from Brazil,
Avalanche.
when Joe Avalanche never want to go that route. And him said this is how FIFA can make their money off of television rights, etc. And some of the things them, when him realize the FIFA start generate them own funds now, that's when him start respect Blatter. And when him step down, Blatter was the man who step up. Because him said, this is now the future of FIFA. And Blatter start outline, said the game itself have to be about the people. Not technology, the people. So that's why he was against the VAR business. But he eventually agreed for the goal mode technology when him realized referee and linesmen were missing calls that were off balls that went over the line. Anyway, Flavius, what made a call about when Dana talk about the trading, right? When Arsenal want to trade them key striker right now, and the manager step up and tell them say, like him wants to say, not over my dead body.
Yeah. So years ago, with that now?
Years ago, me and Flavius are talking. This is one of the reasons we helped start the podcast. Though we were talking about the buy and selling of football players. It has always been a thing with Europe. Buy and sell. Where them go for players from Africa, them buy them, and then bring them come to Europe. Part of the slave trade, same way,
Yeah, because my friend I do a book on that. Me just bring that up. Say,
these years, Flavius have that documented from what? 80s and the 80s, Flavius. We're talking about that.
Yeah, but when I say but Franco, well, enough people don't understand, and we go to the football match, if it's just a more sophisticated way of the gladiator,
Exactly.
Because when we sit down and you look at it now, number one, it's into an arena. I want people to listen and see how the trade going on. It's like same slave trade. When you go to Africa, you start look at the slaves, so you look at the players them start that one looks strong, him tall like a defender. So it's the same thing. The mark, what them get, and when them say, well, that owner own that thing, that's the contract. So when you have the contract and you as one team, the next team, the owners buy this player. And when they buy this player, sometimes some of the trade owner will come and say, I like that slave. You remember them do the action in? Yeah. You put them on sale. That's part of it. But people just look at it and don't say it's the same. Everything is the same. The shouting in the arena when you score a goal is like when one of the gladiator hurt with the next gladiator. The goal score, yeah, it's the same thing because we sit and we speak about this thing. But when you bring it, say it's a trade, people look at it and say, no, they are yes, they are gaining money, yes, but it's the same thing.
Yes,
There's no difference.
but they had bookmakers back in those days too. Even though it might not be sophisticated as now, they had bookmakers back in those days. But the sometimes you see some movies and it depict a certain event or things that happen in society, and we tend to overlook it and say, oh, it's just a movie. But the movie Gladiator, as you mentioned, Gladiator was a perfect example. Because they even used their own soldiers, which was the leader for the Roman army at the time, and fight against slaves who were considered to be gladiators. So,
and if you go deeper with that, you notice them assembly all the best slaves.
Yes, then all the best
I mean,
players.
They start competing just like the footballer. Them assembly the best player. But Franco, sometimes we look on the things them and we are saying, well, it's good. It's good, yes, for a time, but it's not the same.
You remember? Do you remember when the all black British players went to Jamaica, came to Jamaica and played against
remember,
Jamaica? All right.
Yeah.
It was the same time Flavius and I went to the National Stadium to go watch a practice with them. And we were sitting up in the grandstand.
Oh, I'm going to send you the picture now.
Yeah. And we were sitting up in grandstand talking. I think at the time we were talking with Mutty Scott. And the thing just came out of Flavius' mouth. This whole football thing is a slave trade.
No, I see long time, man.
Yeah,
long time, yeah, I noticed it. Yeah,
and it's
bigger than that, It's bigger than that. Believe it or not.
And it never stopped. Now I remember when FIFA came out, and I don't remember the clubs them who used to go to Africa and take out the young players them at the age of 15 and bring them come to Europe.
No, it's not the club. It's not the club,
It's who?
It's the countries. If you go back, we'll go back deeper. If you go back deeper, you can look on Belgium. When enough people
Belgium,
believe
it was Belgium at the time. Because but me never had one jump on them yet. Because me want to show some scenario. But since you bring them out, let me just slap them now. It was Belgium at the time, and they were taking out the youngsters. I remember when FIFA put this slap on them and say you cannot bring them out so young, because when you bring them out and you don't groom them, prepare them, teach them, about the facts of life and things about the football game and how the money part or the spending money. By the time them reach them 20s, guess what? Them good at broke. Them not have the money and them get fed up or them lost in the system.
Yes, so all them break that down now, We'll go look deeper. All them break it down now. Them take them from that age now. So when them take them from that age now, them school them.
That's why them set up the camp them in the countries, yeah.
Simple. So, and them automatically take those kids and turn them into citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Those kids end up playing for that country.
Mm-hmm.
So what them start to even more sophisticated now is send the camps. Maybe you know this.
Make the camps
so
set up in the country.
Enlighten now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you enlighten now. If you didn't know what's happening now when you do the research, every one of the top club in the country, they have different setups in different countries. In China, there is old Man City. Can't remember which the next top club, but Man City supposed to be one of the biggest investment in China.
Yeah.
In China now, the football is a must within every school. So do the research.
And I think South Korea have it too. I think South Korea have a system set up like that where them put them well, actually them don't put them. They bring them to a camp on the weekend, and they start develop them skills from there. They say, all right, play, do what you can do, and then watch them. And the more,
but in China,
them start develop them for certain things, yeah.
In China, it's compulsory within the school. Football is compulsory.
Yeah, but when it started, when they won the first Women World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the business now, it's not about just playing now,
Mm-hmm.
It's about investing our brand. How far can our brand go?
Even Japan have it too.
But and if you notice in China, there is how much billion? Remember the billions,
billions of people.
That investment within China, and the thing about it now, they are sending their coaches from here. So you have it international, where they go there, develop it, and they are taking coaches. This is something what research, and I've been through that process to go to those countries.
Yeah, that's why most of the players, when them finish with the European League, them end up go to the Chinese league now. Because
but
it's a bigger purse.
Yes, but the thing what we start look at now, the coaches that get those, well, I say no, I wouldn't say position, those opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's not me and your color.
Mm-hmm.
That is the thing now. So we still looking at why we're not getting a break, but although they are expanding to different countries. We need to start
one thing, man. Honestly, we need to start one thing, Dan.
No, all right.
We need to start one thing. All right.
I'm doing something. Yeah. I'm doing something now. I'm doing something. I'm planning to do something now. And I was saying to my friend them, what so and so. Yes, but they don't want to start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
They are more on board if it's up and running.
We need to start one thing. And the reason why I say
start, yes, but does we have that energy? Are we willing to sacrifice?
The energy will come, man. The energy will come. One of the setback is, and when you look at it, one of the setback is the age. We think about it, we start too late because we surpass a certain age limit. You understand me? But we should have start this from in our 30s. No, we should have start certain thing from in our 30s. You understand me?
I gonna interview, and as I bring that up, I went and I interviewed me and my friend them, and it was a camp. This brother him put me on a camp, and him same need do it over 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And when we got to the end, was in interviews, and we was sitting and he was discussing. And you know what him said to us? He said, "Listen, I don't know anything about football. The reason why I put this on is to get people like you who know the game. So that's my business." And so yesterday,
Flavius seem like we lose Dan. So we're gonna get back Dan. So in the meantime, let me give you just a little, peep of this, and then we get back Dan. Yes, we're back with Dan. In case you're just joining us, welcome to the Real Stuff Podcast with Flavius and Franco. And we do this each and every day, Monday to Friday, actually. And you know your time zone. Yes, Dan. Sorry about that.
Yeah, what am I looking to it, if we ever start something for ourselves, we reach an age where we may say, no, we reach it, but we have to look for now the next generation coming up.
That's what
So
I'm
the next
saying.
generation, we have to either have the schools and we have to start pass on that knowledge and pass on that information to that set the generation what's coming up now. And we have to the Caribbean. We look on the Caribbean. We look on Africa.
It brings me to something.
We know. Yeah.
Go finish up your thoughts. I don't want sidetrack.
I believe now. By doing things, you in America, Jamaica, the Caribbean, Africa, people who come at deep, all we ask about resource, to me, the greatest resource is education, We come to certain place. We have learned the Caribbean. We know we're supposed to read because we know the history, different from what they are telling us. So if we can come to this country, get the education, get the knowledge at certain things, we now should come back home, put that into practice. And that's how we now have to be independent. But if we keep individual and roll think on with age, no, we feel so we may pass it, but we still feel so we have a lot to contribute. If you look on the rich man, what he does, make his wealth, have his wealth, and what he does, he pass it down to maybe his children, his grandchildren, and even make preparation for his great grand. So that legacy is still there. But maybe we not doing what they are doing, or we should start doing what they are doing. Our legacy should be not just wealth. It should be more the knowledge base. Maybe after the knowledge base, then we can start speak about the wealth. But the knowledge base regarding information, development, that's where we have to start looking into. And as this football, because we're speaking about football now, if we are not careful, instead of we coming to the Caribbean, Africa, and passing on the information, we are going to go back to the same thing what we are trying to avoid, where the kids start looking up to the white people. They will come down, they will put this on, they will put that on. That's where it's going to go back straight into a circle when they should be looking at, what, we will try.
All right, that's where I'm going to come in now, because you joke on something where a part of what I want to say. Couple weeks ago, in the US, they celebrated the 100th anniversary of the Negro League. It was a baseball league where only black men alone were able to play in. And that's where they took Jackie Robinson from. After that, there was a friend of mine and I were talking about it, and him say, "You saw the news this morning?" And I said, "What?" And him said the Negro League just reached the 100 years, when it first started. I said, "Okay, yeah, I see that, but it's not in existence." Him said, "No, but remember, when it started, it's because black players weren't allowed in the majors. So they had their own league. And would you believe it? All across the United States, wherever them go, and them have to be careful when them travel to sometime, it bring out all black people. The stadiums, the field were packed with people just to come sit there when black baseball players are perform. And while we were there talking, him said, "This is things that we need for do. We need for use a model like that and set up our own thing. Now in this time, we don't need for crossover, because if we have our resources, we can fund our thing. We can build it for the next generation. That simple mean, instead of we leaving and going into their league, them have to come spend for them money with us. Television and all of them things, because our league will be established." And that's what I'm saying. We at this age, the plans and the ideas we have, we had said we should have started from we are 30, but we still have life. You understand me? And we still have the experience and the knowledge. We can put this thing together and do our own thing. Nothing is wrong with them being there, you know, we are participating in other stuff. But if we have our own...
We have more knowledge than we would have had at 30.
Exactly. But if we have our own things going on, different from theirs, them are going to show we more respect. Because we're not depending on them. You understand me? When you look at all of these leagues, whether it be football league, baseball league, all over, it filled with black men, black women, all over.
Franco, you said something where I always look at that word. No, they are depending on us. That's where we are going wrong.
Exactly.
But enough people
you know,
believe
this morning on the news, the sports news, the women NBA players a protest against another female executive who the same thing what you see them are doing in England with the BLM.
Yeah.
She gonna tell them say it's political. If them are gonna wear the emblem or wear a word on them jersey. But what about the companies them who put them logo on your t-shirt or your jersey? Now for them brand them a sell.
Yeah. But Franco, you ever hear someone say if you don't go through the process, you don't know what it is or what it feel like.
Mm-hmm.
So they have never been in that position where it's hard to get something.
Remember me telling you
so
this.
They don't think how we are thinking. Because all right, there's a team over here. What it may sound a way, but we did some research and my friend them do some conference. I go and search if I can send some of those. The conference was whiteness. And when the discussion starts, they cannot see why we are being so. Maybe they want to put it. Them putting us their word rebellious, which is not rebellious. We are not rebellious. We just want to find out why are we being treated different from them, and they are not seeing that. And when the question was put to some of the white people, them. They are still not understanding why. Because they cannot understand it, because they have never been through it. They have never been looked at certain way. They have never been turned down certain way. So they cannot see what they are.
There's a white lady who teach racism, and she's a white lady, you know. And she said it in her class one day. She named Jane Elliott. And she said, all white people, all of you people, because it was a room full of white people, who think that they would never want to be in the same position of black people, who would have changed right now for be black and go through the same thing with them I go through, stand up, and not one of them stand up. You know why them not stand? Because them don't want that treatment. None of them want to be treated the way them say black people get treated, and not one of them stand. The same thing I'm saying. When we farm our own thing, we would take care of our thing and put it together. But as a man saying at the chat room, with 2 hard years, we have no unity. You understand me? We not unite. We not want to unite as black people. Everybody want to go up on them own and do this and do that.
I don't know. When we put the unite, you know, I know unite, you know, Franco. When we look on the uniting, you know, is the mindset of the people.
Well, we have to release ourselves from that, boss. We have to release ourselves from
that. That are the thing. No, that are the thing. I try find out. All right. When you do certain research, I did a class, and I was looking, and I almost get into trouble for it, and more you ever say. When I was trying, I was saying to them, they were saying to me, well, it's equal opportunity, very diverse. So I was saying to them, what is diversity? Diversity is this. No, I said, no, we are getting it wrong because here what happened now. I said to them, the record is playing, but it only changed. You have a 45 and you have a LP. One is bigger than one. So them still couldn't understand what I was saying. So I said, listen, when we have the diversity don't mean black and white, you know. Diversity include everything. Diversity means your dialect, your background, everything, your religion. So the coach was saying to me, I said, listen, when you're delivering a course, if you use a black coach, deliver the lesson, and a white coach, deliver the lesson, both of those coaches is British. They speak the same language. So him start understand now. So I said, if you get someone from the Caribbean, Africa, that's a different dialect. Watch all the kids them react to that dialect. They doesn't react to the British dialect, black or white. So it was a debate where it's, I kind of understand. I say, yeah. So when I speak to the kids, I said to them, the question I asked one of them was, why you tell me the difference? Why when I'm speaking, you look confused than when the English? And when a student look at me and say, because we hear that language every day, so it's normal. So that's where the brainwash come in. We just looking at say, it's through the white. No, it's the dialect and the language what them speak. Because the kids them do not look at someone who speak a different dialect like how them look at someone maybe it's a British.
I understand the British man them more, whether them black or white. So that mindset is always I want to hear that dialect. I don't want to hear a different dialect. We went on a course. My friend was delivering the course, and we was there. We sit at the back, and this person was a white. Dan, in the Caribbean is a different way around, We don't want to hear our dialect, We want to hear a different dialect. We gravitate more to the outsiders.
Why?
You understand me? Because that's how we were taught. Like them
you remember
superior over, yeah. So we gravitate more to them.
And that is the part.
That is our problem. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We need to start our thing. We need to start our thing and push it so that hey, let me tell you something. And since this podcast started, there's some people who might figure say it not challenging enough. But there are others, and a majority, who said there are things that we do on this podcast but them never know happening in the Caribbean. You understand me? And one of the program with them like is the Did You Know? Saying, right, and we bring on different subject matters. It's just Thursdays and Fridays now. Is people look at those 2 days and know say Thursdays are football and Fridays are storytelling. Whether it be about an artist or it won't be about somebody profession, whatever. So we know if we should get somebody in the Caribbean to teach, whether that person qualified or not. Other Caribbean people or other people from your country going to say, why you must come with a big qualification and all them. But make it be a British see now American come and I teach the same thing what you teach them. Them suck on him like say boy a God. A man always tell me say white man a God. And me always I say why is white man a God? Him say because all black people gravitate to white people. When them a teach you something, them always figure say God.
We're going to try next week because we're going to open up next week some things. I believe Saturday, if enough kids come, we're going to try videos and let you see how the mini soccer pitch and everything, all the youth them work at certain years. I'll try this weekend if it open up enough. You know that? And we go around there with work with the youth them. Chelsea sent an invitation, said they was going to come and set up, do some session with their coach and brethren. We round there, young child, the kids them £5. You know, and some parents want the benefit, they give them £2 and so said, yeah, just charge them a little money for certain things. Chelsea coming round there, they was charging X amount. I won't tell you the price. One kid. The only difference is the parents end up get a ticket and them get some Chelsea Rebellia. So you know them look souvenir. When we went round there, it was ram. Lots of people because it was Chelsea. Use this video taking, video in breath. When we was going, we the look of black coaches who are always working with the kids and them. When we was going, some parents was coming out to the kids, and one of the parents' remarks, and the rest of them was saying it's true. One of the parents' remarks was to call my name and call the next two coach name and say, "What is the same thing you teach them? I mean, that's not different. It's the same thing you're teaching them." But I said to her, I said to her, no. What? That was interesting when she said that. She said, it's the same thing we teach them. I don't even make it better. I said to her, the only reason, and she smiled, I said, the only reason why I not come here and spend that money is because it's Chelsea. It's just a brand. And she looked at me and said, you're right, you know. I say, yes, it's only the brand. And the next thing is, you can get a little ticket to go and watch a game. So we don't have no incentive. You know why we don't have incentive? We are only getting incentive from Fulham, Crystal Palace. You hear the name we support us. Sometimes Flavor. Sometimes I get the ticket. When Crystal Palace was in the championship, I get tickets from Fulham. You know what I have to do? Go to the train station and stand up and say, "Oh, I want to go to match." My friend them, when I get them and go to them and say, "Me have enough tickets." So a Liverpool playing a premiership. I said, "No, a champion, but a local club. No one want to go."
You see?
So I end up after either just discard those tickets. So the mindset is, if there is no benefit,
you know, we have to start. We have to start. You know, implore our own people, because I realize a thing. You know, I've been seeing it for years. Why are these people so afraid of the word black? Anything that you put up, and as soon as you say it start with black, them just starts, you know, dress back. But if them put it up and them say white, and whether them say white or not, you even have black people go see it.
It's the mindset, because
but make we say black is a step back. Them stars, them afraid, and them have them reason why them afraid. They know why they are afraid of the word black. You understand? Because a couple of years ago, you know, when the Black Lives Matter movement started, you know, I said to some people, because they don't have no prominent church leaders with them, it not go nowhere. And it didn't go anywhere because them starts, these Black Lives Matter want, you know, them I use the same thing with them use on the Black Panthers. So them are cop killers and them are threaten this and and then when the policeman killed this black man, you know, Georgia, and it thing go viral worldwide. And then them starts the Black Lives Matter. Everybody starts say, yeah, Black Lives Matter. And them are we have to tell it, they're showing you, telling you why Black Lives Matter. Even if you want to say our life matter, yes. But there's a reason why they must say Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, Franco,
you said something, you know.
Couple
weeks now, them start put it in, it's political. Which political party them aligned to?
No, but Franco, you said something, you know. You said something, you know. You remember you said unity. We don't unite. But if you look on it, you know, I won't no one take this personal, you know. Don't matter which country you come from, a black country, don't take it personal. If you look, you know, I want to speak from my country, 'cause that is where I want to speak from. If you look at even Jamaica, notice that we have a premiership down there, and look where we are trying to get players to come play for our country.
Hey,
We're still looking outside.
me never want
We're
to
still
call
looking
them, you
out.
know. Me never want to
No,
call
no,
them, you
no,
know.
no, never talk, because you know why? It hurt me for no say we have a premiership down in Jamaica. We have players, and I can hold up my hand, and I would always hold up my hand for this country. How can we have a premiership down there? We have talented players where I know if them get the opportunity and we have the facility, we can outshine a lot of these so-called first world countries. So we have to start look into ourselves and say, why we are looking at a league and some people into a next country where you are bringing players in. Why can't we start from our players in the country? The same thing in Africa. What African them do? They get the overseas coaches. Why can't we invest in looking to the country and say, no, we have 5 or 20 coach in Ireland. We're going to look at the 4, what we can say, I feel those 4 will go far. Maybe them age, maybe to all them work with players. We are going to invest in these 4 players. Them sign a contract, we send them overseas, get that extra information and knowledge and come back, come put back what they have learned within the country. Why we as Jamaican, Caribbean, African don't say to ourselves, you know what, instead of us go into that country, try finding heritage, your mother may be Jamaican, your mother may be African, Barbados. Why can't we say, can't we get some Jamaican who is in those countries, who is qualified to come back and put back the education, what they have learned within the industry? It could be football, it could be accounts, it could be anything.
We keep saying it over and over, and we're not seeing a move yet, so we have to go find action. We'll give you 1 minute for wrap up, because I'll give Flavius 1 minute because I have to get out of here early today. So, we give you time now. Time, start your minute. Yeah, go on with your minute now. Start.
Flavor, you go first?
No, man, you go ahead.
All right, the only thing we can say, Arsenal fans, I hope you are not upset, you know. Mesut Ozil is planning to leave Arsenal. So he's planning to go to Turkey, or he plan to go to the US. So we are not sure, that is just some rumor. So with Ozil, and Ozil, he's packing in £350,000 a week. How can one player be getting that and he's not even into the starting lineup? That's crazy. So, as I said, we should know, we now should be looking at ourselves as players, coach, but not saying anything bad about my country, but I still feel we should try with our players in the Premiership. That's where the future lies, because when these players leave and come to Jamaica, I don't see them even putting back anything into the country. What are they putting back within the football fraternity down there? So please, just use our little youths them down there. Give them the opportunity and see what's happening. Yeah, just give them a break.
Your time up, Dan. Sorry. Your time, Flavius.
Yeah, Dan. As you talk about what you were talking about today, you see?
Yeah.
I guess leaving this video, and next time we can discuss, because I want to do a full panel discussion on this thing. But if you remember, sugar and banana, that was what the colonizers was taking from us in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That is all gone now. So now they're taking football players. What can I tell you?
You done?
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, the only thing I can say we need for start be more Caribbean, more Jamaican, more Barbadian, more Trinidadian, more everything, more African, because we have the talent, we have the resources. All we need to do is just put them together, and once we put them together, we can move more collectively, and then we have to start think about the word unity. We have to start live it as well. We have to start loving each other. And when I say love, I mean love. I not talk wrap up and hug up and kiss up with people. I talk love. Same way if you have a dog, you love your dog more. Some people love them dog more than them neighbor. I talk black people too, So when I mean love, I mean love. Like I look upon a man and say, boy, I take care of him the same way I take care of my father or my mother. Things like that, I mean. You understand me? So we have to treat each other with respect too. And once you respect the person, them opinion and them viewpoint, then so we can move forward. Because you respect yourself first, so you have to respect that man and him viewpoint. And we have to just make it work. There's no if and but, it have to work for the next generation. Or else, guess what? Them might go into slavery. Remember me telling you this? They might go into slavery. Well,
but we are in slavery. That's the problem.
Yes, and I don't want to go back into me attack the physical part. Me not attack the economical slavery. Me attack the physical one. We might go back into it. Yeah. You understand me? So tomorrow is another day, another show, and we have Ninja, who's a studio recording engineer, and he'll be coming on our program tomorrow and tell his story about the music business and engineering work, etc., etc. So until next time, make sure please subscribe to our channel, click the bell, and like it and share it. And as always, take care of yourself, your loved one, and always remember that prayer do changes things. Regardless of what religion you belong to, you must pray. Continue to pray. And this is Franco along with
Flavius
and
Flavius
and all right, yes. And Dan. Wishing you all the best afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, whatever your time zone is, and take care of yourself. Tafina.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
To take us out.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me know what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi take away me say. Me I fi hide like a thief in the night. Me I fi get out outside. Me I fi take away myself. I fi take away myself. I have to utilize I wings. Show the eye cleaver eyes. I said, yeah. I find you very hard to resist. But this relationship I'm gonna desist. But how can I face you when all I wanna do is just taste you? I know you think I play me, I play, but soon you're gonna see the light of day. Just relax, don't move an inch. I'll be gone in a pinch. May I feel take away myself. May I feel take away myself. May I feel hide like a thief in the night. May I forget out outside. May I feel take away myself. Take away myself. I have to utilize I will.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.